Hello and welcome to Card Talk. I'm your host Grant, and joining me today is Cat Attack, aka Matt.
Hello.
And today we are going to play one of the standalone quests. The first one, in fact, the Massing of Osgiliath. So as you can see in front of us, we have 2 Snagger Scouts, 2 Wolves, and 2 Wayne Riders. So it's quite a tough beginning. So Matt, what are you running?
So I had a silly idea about trying to recur Endless Thicket with Dunedain through using reinforcements with Galadrim Weaver. So it's going to probably take a little while before I get to that point. We'll see if it works out or not.
Okay, and if you've been around in the community a while, you may recognise my deck as the one I took to the attack on Dol Guldur. It's had one major change. I have added the power of command to it, mainly just to give a little bit of more willpower out of Balin. But other than that, it's an offensive deck stream when it gets going. And for me, I think I want to keep my opening hand.
Yeah.
Matt, how about yourself?
Yeah, I think I'm keeping mine as well since I've got both my resource acceleration cards in my opening hand here. And Steward of
Okay,
Gondor and Heir of Landale.
nice. So, um, there are reports of increased orc activity around Athelion, and you have been sent to investigate. You enter Osgiliath and cross the river. On the outskirts of the city, you see a horde that surpasses all expectations coming down the Morgul Road. So, and we've done the setup, so ready to flip the card.
Yep.
As the van of the army enter the city, some of the hordes of outriders are aware of your presence and are heading your direction. Drawing back, you make a hasty retreat towards the river. Players cannot travel to West Bank locations, which is one of the unique features in this quest. You cannot travel to certain locations at certain points in the quest. So at the moment we're restricted to West Bank. Later on we'll be restricted to East Bank. From East, well, we'll be restricted that we cannot go to East Bank, what I should be saying, and we're restricted from going to West Bank at the moment. So, are we ready to get started there, Matt?
Yep, I'm ready.
Yeah. And to start things off, I'm going to spend 1 resource and put out Arraignment of War straight away on Grimbeorn, because my 3 Hunters contract increases the cost of the first restricted attachment you play on each of your heroes each round by 1. And then I'll spend 1. No, actually I won't. I'll keep that tactics resource. I'll spend 1 of Balin's resources for power of command, which increases his willpower by 1.
Very nice.
And over to you, Matt.
Well, I have a fistful of leadership cards that I can't quite pay for just yet. Next turn, though. I think in the meantime, what I will do is give Aragorn a warrior sword.
Nice.
So.
Okay, so questing then.
Yep.
And I think I'll just send Balin, because I'll need the other 2 for combat.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing something similar here, just sending Mablung.
Okay, so we're definitely not making any progress this quest.
No.
This is going to be fun.
The good news is that we should
Okay.
probably be able to clear out most of these enemies.
Okay, 2 cards from the encounter.
Cut off. Doomed 1. Each player must discard all ally cards from hand if able. Ouch.
That's fine, I have no allies.
That's gonna hurt my
I
start.
I I can cancel that if we need to. I
Uh,
do have the Master Ring in hand.
well, if you can, I would appreciate it, because that's gonna take out half my
Okay,
hand.
so I've raised my threat by 1, I exhaust the 1 ring, and gone is that card, and we replace it with...
Work Vanguard. So, nothing there. And this your cancel
Nope.
effects of encounter card. So I think you cancel the Doom too. So it cancels everything,
Yes.
not just the one revealed.
Yeah, but I'll have to take the Doom for using the Master Ring.
Oh, okay. I raised my
Because it
threat though, because I
basically...
was thinking it was like Test of Will, where it canceled just the one revealed.
No, it cancels the entire card. Okay, and the last card.
Cut off
And
again.
there's nothing I can do about that.
Yep. So there go my allies once again.
And there goes my threat, so we are engaging everything this round.
And we got to raise our threat
Except,
by 5.
yeah, except for the Vanguard, everything is coming down.
Yep. So should we just each take one?
Looking at this, so if we do nothing, it works like that. If we were to optional one, but I think this is probably the best sort of way we've got it at the minute.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so shadow cards dealt like so, and I'll take the Snogger undefended. Okay, so I gain a range of 1,000,000, and the Snogger dies.
Well, you have to exhaust someone to take control.
Yeah, sorry Legolas, but you're getting exhausted. I think having a range of 1,000,000 this early is probably better than not having one.
Yeah, because we need to have. You'll need to have one in order to cross the Anduin without sacrificing a hero.
That's if I commit to the quest.
It's true.
Now then, I will defend against the Warg. Okay, that's nasty. So that's +3, so that's 7 against 4. That's 3 damage. And then I will spend 1 resource and faint the Wainrider captain. Well, the Wainrider.
Okay.
Over to you, Matt.
Well, I am also taking the Scout undefended, which has no shadow, so I just take 1 damage. I think I'll put that on Mablong. Oops. And then I'll roll the dice a bit.
Did you remember add Mablong's resource for engaging an enemy?
Oh, nope, I didn't. Thank you. Limit once per phase. That's too bad. Let's take the Wainriders undefended. This is going to hurt on threat. So I take 3 damage on Aragorn. And I raise my threat by 3. That was probably not great. Alright, and then Amarthiel will defend the wolves from Mordor. Move all defending characters from combat. This attack is considered undefended. Well, that is killing a hero.
Okay, so do we want to restart and scoop this one?
Yeah, I think so.
Because that was a rough start.
It was a very rough start.
Okay, mark as defeat. Hello and welcome back to Card Talk. Nothing has changed other than the fact that we've reloaded our board state and we have hopefully a better starting point than where we were before. So my hand now consists of more restricted attachments than it did, which I am happy for. Matt, how's your hand looking?
Not as great as last time, but I did sideboard in a couple Armored Destrier, and I have one of those. So if we can make it to turn 2, I'll have a little more defensive and offensive power.
Okay, so let's hit Shift N and begin again. Okay, so I'm going to start things off by spending 1 leadership resource and dropping out an Armored Destrier and Grimbeorn. I am going to spend 1 for a Raiment of War on Grimbeorn.
When you have to pay 2?
Oh yeah, that's right. My bad. So not just yet. Next turn. I'll put a Rohan Warhorse on Legolas. And that is me done.
Don't forget to give your tactics resource back.
Ah yes. Well, if that's the case, I forgot about that, so I will actually spend that one and give Legolas a Blade of Gondolin.
Nice. Okay. So I think the only thing I am doing for now is playing a Song of Kings on Mablung.
Okay. So, questing, I'll send Balin.
I'll send Mablung. Alright, first card. Massey Osgiliath. When revealed until the end of phase, each card revealed by the encounter deck gains doomed 1. And that surges.
Okay.
So, we got another Massey Osgiliath, so I don't know if that does anything. Do the dooms stack?
No, I don't think so, because it just says gain doomed 1. So it's not like gain doomed X for the number of times this comes up.
Alright, so we just have doomed 1 basically on that card.
If people know the actual ruling on this, please leave it in the comment section below, so when we play this again, we don't mess up on the ruling.
Alright, so...
Okay, so Surge.
So we have Captured Watchtower, which has doomed 1. Alright, not too bad, although we won't be able to travel to that anytime soon. And it's cut off again, which also is doomed. Well,
and that,
it's doomed 1 no matter what.
Doomed 2.
Well, weren't we just saying if the gain's doomed 1, they don't stack?
I think because it's a separate card. I'm not sure how it interacts with itself, but I think with other cards it
Well,
applies additionally.
it says each card gains doomed one, and already has doomed one on it. So if we're applied the same logic, it would just say doomed one
Okay, yeah,
again, or it's
yeah,
not saying doomed one, doom one. It would gain doom one, which would overwrite the doom one.
yeah,
So
okay.
so well, that's gonna hurt. You don't have Master Ring this time, do you? No.
Nope.
Well, at least we'll have something to play next turn. Okay, so we don't fail questing too badly. Only 3 threat this time.
I am actually going to spend one and play Hands Upon the Bow.
Okay,
Legolas is going to kill one of these wolves of Mordor,
nice.
and then ready up, and we get 2 progress on the quest card.
No, we still fail by 2.
Well, actually, that's 3 because I killed an enemy. So
Oh, I
thank you,
see.
Blade of God.
I forgot about his ability. Been too long since I played with Legolas.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can't travel, so we're just looking at each of us gaining.
Engagements.
Yep.
So if we do nothing, it will come down like. No, I don't gain a Wainwright. I'm 34 threat.
Oh,
So the
okay.
Wainwright checks to you.
Yep.
The
They
the
both
wolves
come to
check
me.
to me, and the Snarger comes to me, and the Snarger goes to you. Now, are you capable of defending that?
Yeah, I just won't be able to kill anything, but you've got Legolas with ranged, so and keeping enemies engaged isn't the worst thing in the world.
Okay. So for mine, Rimbion defends the Snarger,
No shadow.
and readies up, discards that shadow, and defends the wolves and takes 1 point of damage. Over to you.
All right, let's take the Saga Scout undefended. Discard one ally card from his hand, or enemy gets +3. Which I lost all my allies, so that's 4 damage on Aragorn. So I guess let's better have Aragorn defend this Wainwriter and see if I survive. Hey, I do, because he can... Oh, nope. That's enough damage that'll kill him. I forgot, he doesn't have 3 defense. Yep. So, dead hero again.
Are we scooping now because you've got a dead hero?
Yeah, so my deck won't work at all if I lose a hero.
Okay, we will be back in a minute, guys.
Alright.
Hello and welcome back to Massing at Osgiliath. And there has been a slight change. So, as you can see, Matt has subsequently changed decks. He is now running an Eagle starter deck, as he's put it. So he's running Frodo, Gwaihir, and Theoden. So why don't you give us an overview of your deck?
Sure. Yep. So, as a thought experiment, I decided to try and make a starter deck in the same vein as the 4 FFG released last year. So it's using a lot of cards that are not being repackaged anywhere. So it means a lot of Eagles from the Shadows of Mirkwood, a few cards from the Vengeance of Mordor cycle, and really just trying to bring in a lot of cards that wouldn't otherwise be repackaged. So got a lot of the Dunedain signal attachments, which can go on Gua here since he can't have restricted attachments. And Frodo is in here since he can ready a questing character, which works well with Theoden's willpower boost for each tactics hero. So it's a good amount of synergy in here. Plus we got the whole suite of Eagles, which will keep readying Gua here hopefully, and hopefully build up Eagles of the Misty Mountains at some point. Assuming that I can keep all my allies in my hand this time. We'll see.
Okay then. And I'm still running with my attack on Doggle Duo deck. Hopefully this time we'll get further than the first turn.
Fingers crossed.
Okay then, so again I'm going to start off with Armadestra because that seemed to work off well last time. I'm then going to play War Axe for free on Legolas. Now with the Ring of Power, since this was equipped during setup, do I still get a free attachment, or is it set up considered turn 1?
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
I'm just saying, do I get a free restricted attachment on Balin, even though he's got the Master Ring, which was attached during setup?
Yeah.
Is setup considered to turn 1, or is setup prior to turn 1?
Setup is prior to turn 1.
Okay, so I will give Balin a Gondorian shield. Just because why not? So I am over halfway to getting my restricted attachments, because I'm going to spend 1 and drop out a secret vigil on the Wayne Riders to reduce their threat by 1, and when he dies we get a lower threat by 2.
Very nice.
And that's me done.
Okay. Well, considering how our hands have been going lately, I think the prudent thing to do is play out all my allies that I can. So play out Williador, spend 1 for a vassal of the Windlord, spend another 1 for another vassal of the Windlord. And the good news about that is I now have lots of chump blockers.
Okay then, so questing. I'll send Balin.
Just Balin?
Yeah, I'm debating whether or not to send Legolas if you don't have a resource for readying, so yeah, I'll just send Balin.
Okay. I'm going to send Frodo and Gwahir. It's more than likely Gwahir will ready sometime during combat.
Okay, so we are breaking even so far, so Cardmaster.
We got another Wing Riders. And
the left.
amassing Osgiliath, which surges to Dark Pursuit. So doomed 1 because of massing.
Oh. And
yeah,
that's raising it by 3, 6, 7. That's nasty.
Yeah. We're gonna end up raising our threat by 9. And you don't have Master Ring to cancel.
Nope.
Alright, so up to 42 threats I go.
Up to 39 threat I go. Okay, and if we do nothing, it comes down something like this. Because we've got no locations to travel to.
that work for you? Or do you want me to actually engage something so I get one more?
I mean, you could just chump these wolves of Mordor and just let them disappear.
That's true. You want me to take
Would that...
optional second one then?
Yeah, because I'm just looking at this. I can take the Snog as undefended, and I've got Grimbeorn to defend the two Wayne Riders. I'm just trying to think of what else I can do to defend that other that other wolf.
Yep, that's fine because Gua here will ready at least once. Two once I defend, so. And like you said, I've got 3 chumps, so we're fine.
Okay then, so shadow cards dealt to all, and so Grimbeorn defends the first Wayne Rider. Attacking enemy gets +1, so he's attacking for 4, he does 1 damage. I then ready and discard the shadow from the second Wayne Rider and defend that. And take the Snogger undefended for 1 damage on Balin. Now, do you want... should I kill the Wayne... no, I don't kill, I just do 3 damage. I'm going to say, should I kill the Wayne Rider? But I can't actually kill it, I can just do damage to it.
Let's see what my defenses are first. So I have to think about which order I'm doing things.
Because what I could do is I could keep that resource and spend it for Williador is what I'm getting at.
Oh, I don't think Williador is going to survive.
Okay.
If Williador defends any of these... If he defends the wolves, he's dead. Most likely. I guess there's a chance he could survive. If he defends the Wayne Riders, he could possibly also survive there. But I see what you're saying, the Grimbeorn attack back.
Yeah. I mean, if Grimbeorn did attack back, that means Legolas could kill one of these Wayne Riders, or Legolas could help swing over to your side and kill something off your side.
Well, more than likely, the wolves are getting shuffled in. So,
yeah.
I think I'm okay keeping these around.
Okay, well, if that's the case, I'll just spend 1 and deal 3 damage to this Wayne Rider.
Okay. So, question is, do I want to try and save a vassal for attacking back? Yes, let's see what the Snaga does undefended. So definitely doing that. Remove all defending characters from combat. This attack is considered undefended. Hey, that was going to do that anyway. So we could put 1 on Frodo. That's fine. Alright, so I could defend a wolf with... Or no, we want the wolves to go away if possible. Yeah. Want them to go away if possible. So, let's defend. First one with a vassal. No shadow, so that dies. That will ready Gua here. So, what do I do? Yeah, I'll have Gua here defend the Wayne Riders to avoid taking more threat, which I do successfully. And then...
And don't forget to shuffle the Mordor Wolves back into the encounter deck, because that happens straight away.
Yep, alright. And then I think Williador will defend the last one, since we don't have the resource anyway. Attack enemy gets +1, so that is enough to kill him.
Okay.
And that's limit once per phase, and I'll get to ready again, but I've got Theoden up for attacking and a vassal.
Okay, so Legolas will attack and kill my Wainwrighter with the Secret Vigil, so we kill that. We drop our threat by 2, and I trigger full hammer to draw 3 cards.
Okay. I don't mind the Snaga
What about?
Scout. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, what are you doing for your combat?
Yeah, I was debating if I really wanted to get rid of the Wainwriters or the Wolves of Mordor enough to lose my vassal so quickly again. Especially since I'll need a ready with Gua here soon again.
Well, it's when after an Eagle ally enters or leaves play, so you could technically get them back if you draw another Eagle.
Yeah. I'll probably have a resource from Frodo next turn, unless I play out one of my Dunedain signals. Which right now it doesn't seem like we need it as much, so let's just get rid of the wolves, because they're going to be a problem. I think the Wainwriters we can block a little more easily. So goodbye, my other vassal.
Yep. Okay, and we successfully survived turn 1. So how's turn 2 looking for you there, Matt?
Well, I've got plenty of signals. Yeah. Oh, thank you. He doesn't ready. Yeah, I think I have to hold off on the signals because I'm going to need Frodo to ready Gua here. So, no planning for me.
Sounds okay for me. I'm dropping out a Raiment of War for 1. I will play out. I'm going to spend 1 for Open the Armory, so I'll have a look at the top 10 for weapons or armor. And oh, I'll grab that, close and shuffle, and I will give Legolas a copy of the Blade of Gondolin. So now I am met my requirements for restricted attachments. So at the end of the turn, I can flip over and start healing.
Very nice.
Over here, well, questing.
Yep. Questing. I'm sending Frodo.
And I'm sending Balin.
And I will spend the resource to ready Gua here. The good news is that we've got a clear staging area right now.
Yeah.
Alright, card number 1, Captured Watchtower. Card number 2, Cut Off. So, Doomed 1. And there goes my land revolve.
Okay.
Hey, look
Good
at
news
that.
is we make 3 progress.
We do indeed. Did we remember to put progress?
Up to,
yeah, 2 more from
no,
Legolas.
that should have 2 extra progress from Legolas. Yep. Okay, so combat. Let's deal the shadows. And how are you defending?
Well, let's do the Snaga undefended. Hey, good call, because there's no defending character. So let's do 1 on Theoden that time. And then we'll let Gua here defend the Wainwriters, which doesn't have a shadow, so no damage and no threat gained. Okay. What do you grant?
Okay. Grimbiorn defends the Snaga, and if the players have not yet crossed the Anduin, return any current location to the staging area, and the Mogul Duin becomes
The active.
the main. Yep. And then I will ready discard the shadow from the Wainrider and defend the Wainrider. And take no damage, but I will spend one and strike back. So that's that Wainrider dead.
Nice. Alright. I've got...
For combat, Theoden and, well, Legolas on his own is enough to kill your Wainrider.
Oh,
He's
alright.
attacking for 5.
Well, if that's the case, I'll go ahead and take out my Staga Scout.
And that also clears the Mogul Duin, because Legolas has +2 and then +1 from the Blade of Gondolin.
Pretty nice.
All that's left is a wimpy little Snoggoth on me. That's not bad, considering it's just turn 2 and we've pretty much cleared the setup. So I flip over at the end of the round, so Grimbiorn gets 2 more willpower, Balin gets 2 more willpower, and Legolas gets 2 more willpower. Actually, Grimbiorn gets 3, because of the fact that the fact of Raymond War counts as 2.
Nice.
And refresh.
Alright. Good news, I drew an eagle.
Okay, bad news.
It was just one?
Okay, so it's not the eagles are coming.
No. No eagles are coming yet.
Okay, well, I'm going to spend one... No, I'm not. I don't need another weapon. I'm looking for a Rohan Warhorse for Legolas. And I don't have a golden belt for Grimbiorn, so there's no point in that yet. I think I'm just going to spend one and play out Power of Command on Balin.
Okay.
Actually, could you do with a weapon?
Yeah, I mean, Theoden could probably make use of one.
Okay. Theoden, here's a Dagger of Westerness for you.
Excellent. Oh. Okay. Alright, well, let's spend 3 tactics resources and put out Meneldor, which will ready Gua here. And put 2 progress
And
on...
Meneldor clears the captured watchtower, which removes it.
Yep. And do I want to... You put out a warning or something. Yeah, I think I do. So I don't need Frodo to ready Gua here this turn, so let's make him a little more awesome at defending.
Okay then, questing.
Alright, you got Balin. I'm sending him an Eldor and Frodo. So ready for card number 1?
Yep.
Got Ruins of Osgiliath, which gets +3 threat. And then a Ranger of Athelion. So you get to take control of it. And it's exhausted and committed to the quest. and that gains surge. So now we have cut off again, which is doomed 1. Hey, I don't have any allies in my hand.
Hey, neither do I. Shocker.
So we would make 7 progress, which is more than enough to get beyond stage 1B. Did you want to read the flavor text on this one, Grant?
The Outriders and Scouts of the army have... Yep. The Outriders and Scouts of the army have cut you off from the bridge. You desperately seek the likeliest place to cross the Anduin.
Oh. Still can't go to the West Bank.
Each player cannot play or put into play more than 1 card from his hand each round. Okay, so shadow cards. And Grimbion will defend. Flip over said shadow. Oh wait, did we want to travel to the ruins of Osgiliath?
Oh, it is an East Bank. Yeah, we should. There's no reason not to.
Okay, so I take 2 points of damage from that shadow. And then attacking back, Legolas will kill it and place just 2. Well, may as well place the full 3 progress, 2 on the ruins and 1 on the main quest.
Yep.
And then I will trigger my 3 hunters to heal up some damage.
So it's me first this time.
Yep.
Well, I've got Born Aloft that I'll gladly attach to Meneldor, so if we need to, we can put some more progress on a troublesome location. And I'll get a ready out of Gua here for that. But I can do that whenever, later. Well, not whenever. There's an action window. You know what? I think at this point, yeah, let's give Legolas a Dunedain mark since you got ranged.
Oh, nice, thank you. So that's even more attack for Legolas.
Yep, we could put it on Gua here, but he's been defending more than attacking.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to start things off by playing a golden belt on Grimbion and spending 1 for a war axe. So that increases his by 1, 2, 3, 4 attack. So he's now attacking for 7. No, 8 he's attacking for.
Yep.
And then I am going to... No, that's all I've got for the time being. So...
Questing?
Questing.
Well, I'll send 4. Alright, first card is cut off again. Which still don't have any allies, but the Doomed is getting there. And second card is another Rager Vithilion, so I get it. And he's exhausted, committed to the quest. And second card is Massey Osgiliath, which surges. So we got more Dueling, which else has Doomed 1 because of massing.
Okay, that could be a problem. but we make
Yep.
10 progress, so we clear through the ruins. The cold waters of the Anduin River rush before you, but the current is weaker here, and you have to cross. The Outriders and van of the Darker Lord's army are closing fast behind you, and their archers will make the attempt at crossing even more dangerous. The bravest members of your band turn back to distract the oncoming horde, so that the rest of you might escape.
Alright, so we can't travel any locations. In order to commit character's quest, we have to choose a hero or ranger with Lillian and discard each chosen card from play. So that ranger showed up just in time.
Yep.
Alright,
Okay then, so
it's pretty much ending
you
the
round.
round.
Please tell me you've got a way to reduce your... Have you been remembering to reduce your threat from Frodo?
There was only that one time I used his effect, and I think I forgot. In fact, I'm sure I
I drop
forgot.
it down by 1 then.
So I don't think we haven't failed questing except for the first turn. Right.
Okay, so for me, I am doing nothing.
Well, I will... Actually, don't have anything in play right now. So I think I will... No, because we have Cutoff. Cutoff will probably end up discarding my Winged Guardian anyway. So let's get him out into play. Alright, I'm going to have to keep Frodo resource to keep my threat in check for around here, at least.
Okay, so questing. I will discard my Ranger of Athelion.
Same here.
And you don't need to discard yours, it's the first player.
Ah, cool.
But ideally, we
Now,
want to get through here as quick as possible.
well, I guess if I don't commit any characters to the quest, I could keep my ranger. But if we want to make sure to get through it, I would have to discard mine to commit people.
Okay, in that case, do you want to discard your ranger and I keep mine? Because you've got more willpower on the board. Do you?
Yeah, because I
Unless
mean the
you
most
use...
we're gonna get is 2 enemies, so yeah, that probably is a better play. So you keep a ranger. I'll discard mine. I'll send Frodo to the quest and use his ability.
Okay.
And
Who you readying with Frodo's ability?
I think I will go ahead and ready Theoden, since Guak here will ready if I have to defend anyway. Or I can just defend with Theoden and let Legolas kill something.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, so... Red 9 up.
So first card, Wolves from Mordor. Second card is a Wainwriter Captain. Move the top scout enemy from the discard pile to the staging area. Hey, we haven't crossed the Anduin yet, so it's not top 2. So the top scout enemy is another Wolves. Alright, so we make enough progress to advance.
Okay, you make it across the Anduin and are leaving Osgiliath when a fell shriek splits the air. You begin a race across the Pelennor fields to the safety of Minas Tirith, but a new enemy follows behind. And the Witch King gets added to the staging area.
Yep. Okay. So we could travel to Mordulin.
No, we cannot. We're on the West Bank locations now, not East Bank.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. It makes things a little easier. So now just engagements.
Yeah, so I will take the Witch King.
Yep. And then looks like I would get the
The
Wayne Rider
captain comes
Captain.
down. And then we each get a wolf. Okay, so how do I want to do this? Grimbion defends and readies with the Armored Destria. Discards the shadow from the Witch King. No shadow effect, no damage. Spending 1, he kills these wolves of Mordor. And then I will spend 1 and feint the Witch King's attack.
Very nice. Alright. I'm going to have my Winged Guardian defend the wolves from Mordor. Hey, it's not undefended. So, I still lose the Winged Guardian, but that will ready Gua here. And then the Wayne Rider Captain. Yeah, we'll be a good player. We'll let Gua here defend that. Also not undefended, so no damage.
You want to have Theoden defend that, so that way Gwaihir can help Legolas and Grimbion swing over and deal massive damage to the Witch King.
Oh, that's a good point. Alright, we'll do it that way. So then Theoden will take the damage. Alright, he's still up. And
okay, and then for attacking back, we have Grimbion who attacks for 8, 9, 9 plus 6 is 15, plus Gwaihir's 4 is 19, which is just enough to kill the Witch King by about 2 points. And that also puts 3 progress on. Yeah. And why not? The Ranger of Athelion can also help. Since he doesn't have ranged or sentinel, so he can't really help you do anything on your side at the moment. Now you phone aloft to return Meneldo, putting 2 progress on the Mogul doing, readying Gwai. Oh, you can't ready Gwai here, he's already ready this phase. Never mind.
well, I can do it on the refresh though.
Yeah,
Action
that's
window.
true, and I'll do the same with my 4th 300 and heal up. Which I forgot to do the turn before. But, never mind.
Alright, well I drew 2 the Eerie, which doesn't really help us that much there, but I can replay Meneldor, which will put 2 progress there. Actually, you should have put 2 progress on when you left play, too, so. Goodbye, Mordulin. I need Frodo's resource for other stuff, so that's it for my planning.
And I'll just drop out a Blade of Gondolin onto Balin for a bit of a... So, questing.
Well, I think it's just time to send the whole team, right?
Can I get Frodo's resource to ready Grimbeorn? Because he's got like 5 willpower.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'll send everybody just because I can.
Alright, so we just need to not threat out.
Yep, basically.
So there's cut off, just making things difficult already.
And the last card?
Captured Watchtower, which we have crossed the Anduin, so it is +3.
You know what? Just to add insult to injury, I'm exhausting the Master Ring, raising my threat by 1, and adding... let's see, how much is it? 1 per unique, so that's 1, 2, 3. Adding 3 more willpower. Just to kick in the teeth of the encounter deck. So there we have it. We have actually defeated Massing at Osgiliath with the Attack on Doggle Duo deck and Matt's Eagle starter deck. Now, as we did in the Oath, which hero do you think was MVP in this?
It's probably got to be Legolas, right? The extra progress helped us keep moving along and clear out locations when we needed it to, and
Yeah,
take out people left and right.
I definitely agree with that, and I think early on, you having all those enemies to take those wolves actually allowed me to get set up properly, so I think your deck needs the MVP.
Yeah, once again, like the Oath, my deck took it on the chin early, and then once my board state was destroyed, it was like, well, I'm hanging in there, but I'm not recovering very much. But I think if I had seen any of my Eagles are coming or Gandalf, I would have bounced back a little bit more.
Yeah, and with this quest being a lot harder than the Oath, I think we did exceptionally well. Those 2 Athelian scout Rangers of Athelian coming out clutched it forward, so that we didn't actually have to lose a hero. Taking those Wayne Riders, all that threat raise really did a number on what I mean. We're just hanging in there, 48 and 49 threat apiece. Grimbeorn actually having one of the highest willpowers on my board is quite unusual.
Yeah, I could have controlled my threat better if I hadn't put out a couple of the Dunedain signals. That was like, not that we really needed them. I probably should have been paying closer attention to that.
I mean, the signals did help. I mean, they allowed us to kill the enemies or defend the enemies better, so we weren't taking that much damage. I mean, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. But yeah, the 2 threat reduction from the signal from the Secret Vigil and the 2 threat reduction you got from Frodo over the course. Actually, did you remember I reduced it this turn for questing successfully?
No, I guess for score purposes.
So 48 and 48. So the 4 threat reduction did actually help, and for score purposes, if you're interested, we scored 150, which in 6 rounds isn't actually a bad score for this quest. I mean, we took 30 points of, well, 40 points of score in damage. We've lost no heroes, so in the calculated sum of threat is 96. So you
Yeah.
know, you kind of complain about that. It's a good quest, it's a hard one, and if you don't have a deck prepared for this quest, like when we tried to bring the Dunedain to this quest, it just wasn't quick enough off its feet, and my deck wasn't quick enough off its feet. We were struggling, but as soon as we got a deck that could spam out a few allies quickly to deal with the early onslaught, and then Grimbiorn got set up and went beast mode, we were able to push through, and like I say, I don't think we would have survived another turn. Let's just have a look. Ruins of Osgiliath and
Orc Vanguard.
the Vanguard. I mean, we could have survived next turn, but it would have been risky, especially with we being on 48 threat.
Yeah, and who knows? Well, those probably would have been the shadows. So we would have two
No,
more.
we don't. This is at the end of the combat. We've just finished.
Yeah.
Oh no, they would have been combat shadows side. So yeah, would have probably lost when we drew that.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
massing would have probably pushed us over the edge
yeah.
because of the
The
Doom
massing.
one.
Yeah. Doom one. Yeah, would have lost next turn. So we survived by the skin of our teeth. But we did it. So thank you, and join us again when we play another quest from Lord of the Rings.
Thanks, everyone.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Ugh.